Hello. I am going to be teaching you how to play Hail to the King by Avenged Sevenfold. It's a fairly simple song if you know how to do pull-offs and hammer-ons and, stuff like that. I would put this song at about an intermediate level, not that hard, but you also need to know a couple things about your guitar. It's in drop C sharp tuning, which is a half step down from drop D. It's tuning disturbed, uses a lot. So the whole song starts off at the 12th fret of the high E, and you pull off to the open E, and then you hit it again. So it sounds like this. Just like that. Except just a little bit faster. Okay? Does the same thing throughout the 14th, 15th, and then back to 14th, but when you go back to the 14th, you do it twice. Just like that. But then after that second 14th, instead of hitting the open E once after you've already pulled it off, hit it twice. So it sounds like this. And you just do that over again. And it's a lot faster than what I was just playing. Here's real time. Okay, just like that. And after that, there's little pull-off sequences. And it's a 12, or no, I'm sorry, a 17 to a 12 to a 0. Just like that. You play it twice, then you go to a 15, 12, 0, play it twice, then you go to a 14, to a pull-off 0, to a 10, to a hammer-on 14. Just like that. So the whole intro is just repeating this over and over. Let me switch to both pickups so it's a little cleaner. Just like that. If you want to know the rhythm parts, it's at the 2, the 4, and the 5 for a barred power chord, just like this. Okay? And then the sound that the guitarist gets, how it's so abrupt, is he uses his first 3 fingers, like this, on the 1st and 2nd fret of the guitar, and he just goes across all 3 strings like this. Okay? So the whole rhythm riff goes like this. Then I like to add a little bit of extra flair as soon as the pre-verse starts. And after that I go, and that's just some simple scale work. You don't really have to do that. Then the verse riff and the pre-verse riff are both the same, and it's a little bit more complicated than what we were doing down here. And it's just a 5, an 8, and a 7, and a 0 pull-off. So, just like this. That's it, real time. And the only reason I'm not doing it with my pinky is because my pinky isn't that fast, and as you can see, it locks up behind my ring finger, so it's kind of derpy. Okay? Now, after you play this little riff 4 times, I think actually it's 7 times. You go back to a 3, 5, 3, 0. Just like this. Then you play the 5, 8, 7, 0 twice. go to a 7-10-7-0, like this. You play it twice, then you go back to a 3-5-3-0, and you play it 4 times. So when he actually finally starts singing, it sounds like this. Okay, real simple stuff. When he starts singing in a higher key, it's the pre-chorus, and that is right here. It's at the 10, the 13, and the 0. And this is all on the B string, by the way. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. Just like that. That's as many times as you play it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. And then you do that little. Then I like to add a little bit of extra flair just by going across a quick pentatonic scale. All I'm doing there is 10, 13, 10 to a 12 on the G, and then back to the 10 on the B, and then 12 on the G and 10 on the G. Okay, you can do that, you can choose to not do it, whatever makes you more comfortable. And then it goes even higher, and it's just on the 12 and 15. The chorus, I might be getting wrong. I might have read the tabs wrong. If I did, let me know, and I'll definitely redo a video, or I'll put a link if you want to do one. And it's a very strange chord on the last 2 strings, or first 2, depending on your perspective. It's at the 8th fret of the B and the 7th fret of the high E. Just like that. It's odd sounding, and it kind of sounds a little too scratchy and poor, but it matches the lead singer's voice quite a bit. And then it goes to a 3 on the high E and a 5 on the B. So, like this. And then the second time you play it, it's same starting chord, but you go back to a 5-7 right here. And then after you play that same chord thing 2 times, you hit this, then you act like you're going to go back to this one, but you do 5. It's the same thing that we just did down here in the intro, except it's just right here. And you just don't do the fancy pull-off stuff, whatever. And then after that, you just go back to the verse riff. I would give you tabs for the solo, but I don't think that you need to, look up tabs and get a solo exactly right, unless you're a humongous perfectionist. The guys in the studio are probably messing around anyways. So, that's about the end of it. Just to go over everything that I've shown you, the first riff, and then the little thing after that. Just like that. And then there's the little thing. chorus riff. And that's about it. Yeah, so I hope this video helped you. If it didn't, please tell me how I can improve. I'm trying to become a music teacher. That's my kind of career. So I'd really like your guys' feedback. Thank you.